Where is Random Animations YT? You may have clicked on this video for a variety of reasons. You somehow remember Random Animations YT and you saw this on your recommended and you thought, no way, it's actually him, right? Or you don't even remember who he was and just clicked on this video because of the dramatic title. Regardless, this is about the story and history of the beloved Random Animations YT along with the tragic downfall that inevitably ended the generational run. The Random Animations YT channel was created on September 15th, 2019 by someone with brilliant ideas. Those ideas were, however, not perfectly executed, but we'll get into that later. The channel originally had a different name that was changed not long after its creation. The first video, titled Hi YouTube, was posted only a day after the channel was created. It was a simple 8-second long video animated on an old phone using an app called Flip-a-Clip to animate it. The video consisted of Random's old character in black and white on the right side of the screen simply saying, "Hey YouTube." Not the greatest debut, but whatever. The next video would bless 129 people's recommended pages and was titled Quest for the Lego with a period at the end for some reason. The video consisted of his character running into an off-brand grocery store, kind of like Walmart, with very bad animation quality, and it was obviously created by a child. The character ran to the back of the store and turned red for some reason, and then he tried to grab a Lego set off the shelf and it disintegrated. This made the character so angry that the store exploded into a fiery mushroom cloud. The video was also made using Flip-a-Clip, and you can definitely tell that as a result of it most likely being made by a literal child, not a lot of time or effort went into it. A pattern you will notice throughout this video is that Random Animations YT was very, very, very lazy and made videos that took minimal effort, and as a result were not high quality, nor did they run longer than 2 or 3 minutes. As time went on over the next months, he made a handful of videos including Why I Haven't Been Uploading, Introducing the Pencil, and Why I Didn't Make a Halloween Special. A highlight of those dumpster fire dog shit videos was the IDK It parody. The funny thing about that one is that Random hadn't even seen the movie It and barely knew anything about it. The video started with a kid in a yellow rain jacket who's supposed to be Random's take on Georgie from It. When the boat falls into the sewer drain, instead of Pennywise, it was just this random bald guy. And yeah, this video didn't really have much of a story. It just had some kid falling into a sewer drain, and it didn't really make sense, but I don't think the 273 people who watched it really cared. The video said it was 1 minute and 45 seconds long, but in reality it was only about a minute because the last third of it was just a white screen the whole time. Some videos after this include this weird video saying his channel would be gone soon, which was an obvious lie because you wouldn't be watching this if that happened, a new character design that never happened, and the Thanos snap animation. Now, the Thanos one was weird because it was just Thanos snapping and people getting disintegrated for 30 seconds, except the animation was so horrible, it just looks like they're getting turned into shit clouds. So, after the Thanos video, Random took a 3-month break despite saying at the end of the Thanos video that he would post the next day. And this really just goes to show how much Random cared about this channel. I mean, he did not come through with a lot of stuff, but, you know, that's besides the point of this video. The next video would be Random's last video using Flip-a-Clip, and it was the stick fight animation. This was a very corny video that had 2 stickmen fighting and one of them dying in the first 20 seconds. The last half of the video was just the other guy being surprised about the death and yapping, and then it ended. After that video, Random upgraded his tools and setup for making the absolutely phenomenal animations that blessed the eyes of all 133 subscribers. A $300 animation tablet was purchased for the videos. However, you don't really notice when you watch all the videos as they're all genuinely trash and the animation quality almost never improved. On May 11th, 2020, everybody's YouTube recommended pages were confounded with Random Animation YT's greatest video yet. That video would be none other than the internationally successful and forever influential My Karen Neighbor. This was a whopping 2-minute and 31-second video that would end up being the longest video on the channel. This video was a pure 2-minute yap session with horrible sound, animation, and overall video quality. But none of that mattered because the story, the writing, and the script were all masterfully and meticulously put together with care. Random poured his heart into this phenomenal production that took a whole 6 hours to make and had absolutely no script. Video was about how Random had a neighbor who was a Karen and did Karen things. Absolutely peak, bro. This video is regarded by many as the prime of RandomAnimations YT's year-long career. It was peak everything, peak animation quality, peak voiceover work, and peak overall effort and dedication on Random's part. It was only downhill from here. Around the time My Karen Neighbor was posted, RandomAnimations YT started to be involved with a separate channel called VidCult. VidCult was a group of people who planned to make animated videos together. The idea was similar to that of Ed's World, which still exists today. The group consisted of 9 to 12 people as the members varied as time went on. The only videos ever posted on the account were introduction videos for each of the members. One of those introductions included RandomAnimations YT. The video consisted of Random animating on a drawing tablet blue for some reason, and then getting sucked into a portal and falling into a room with some other members of the VidCult. It had a very similar quality to My Karen Neighbor, but was shorter. This group had many great ideas that fortunately never came to be because most members just simply lost motivation to animate and produce content. There was one video released 3 years ago made by one member, My Name's Chris, talking about the rise and fall of VidCult, and at the end of the video, Chris made a promise to fans of VidCult that they would someday return, but unfortunately, it seems like no further attempt to return has been made, and it seems very, very unlikely that it will ever happen. RandomAnimations YT hasn't really talked to or been associated with VidCult much in years. After VidCult, Random posted 11 videos before his career was over. Unfortunately, not a single one of those videos was longer than 53 seconds. Since the videos were so short, I'm just going to list and describe them very fast. There was a video that was supposed to be the new intro, it wasn't. An 11-second yap session thanking YouTube for 100 subs. A video that had a new room that didn't end up being in any other video. A 9-second fragment of Doughy Animations map that never actually ended up being used but had actual decent animation for some reason. A video promoting Random's old friend Clad's art, a 3-second animation of a mouth saying lip syncing is hard, a Q&A announcement with Derper, a video saying the Q&A wouldn't be with Derper but it wasn't canceled. I think it's been 5 years, so I don't think it's happening. A 2-second video of him saying he quit, an apology for him saying he quit, and lastly, a video for Halloween called Happy Spook Day crap post. And that brings us to today. Where is RandomAnimations YT? Why did he quit for 5 years? And why is he suddenly deciding to return now? Well, the honest truth is, I am RandomAnimations YT. I made this video and the ominous 30-day countdown to see if my fans are still here and if there's any love for this channel. It started as a joke idea with my friends at first, and honestly kind of still is a joke, but it also has evolved into so much more. Sure, people have many questions about me, and those can be answered in a future video, but that's up to you, the viewer. Because now I make a promise to my beloved supporters and people who have been here waiting since day one. If and only if this channel reaches 175 subscribers before the end of 2025 on New Year's Eve, I will make a return with full-time content and animations. But that is up to you. If you stayed this long, I'd just like to thank you for everything. This comeback wouldn't be possible without people like you, and if you want more RandomAnimations YT in your life, please subscribe. But for now, this is goodbye.